Tirupati temple at Tirumala in Andhra Pradesh is always flocked with devotees. For that one glimpse of Lord Venkateshwara in his divine presence. After a long queue and darshan, devotees leave with prasadam. Huge laddus made of pure ghee, soaked in complete bliss and melting in mouth. There is a storm brewing over these laddus of Tirupati temple. A recent report from the Center of Analysis and Learning in Livestock and Food revealed traces of animal fat, including beef tallow and fish oil in the prasadam. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu alleged that this was due to change of supplier. Through bidding, the adulteration of ghee happened. And this was done when his arch-rival Jagan Mohan Reddy was the Chief Minister. The YSRCP Supremo is a Christian Dalit and the Prasadam Rao is bound to cost him dear as far as his Hindu vote bank is concerned. But this storm over Tirupati has not caused any dip in the number of devotees visiting the temple or in the number of laddus being received by them. Faith and devotion in Lord Venkateshwara overpowered petty politics of Andhra Pradesh.
Every devotee that arrives here in Tirumala takes back either the Srivari laddu that I have in my hand or the vada that is being given as prasadam. These are two of the iconic naivedyams that are being offered to the Lord. The entire controversy that has now come up is where a report had been established which said that these prasadam that you can see in my hand, all of them that have been prepared with pure ghee, a report has now come out which states that there had been adulterated fat that had been used for making of the prasadam, adulterated fats such as sunflower oil, olive oil, not only that but also adulterated animal fat such as fish oil, beef tallow and lard that had been used. In fact, the Andhra Pradesh government now has formed a 9-member special investigation team that will go ahead and investigate into all of these misconducts that had gone on over the last 5 years under the former Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam's board. What went wrong? Who were the vendors who had supplied adulterated ghee for making these prasadams that people, devotees who arrive here for having a darshan of the Lord, go back and take home all prasadams that has been made with pure ghee? Why adulterated ghee was used, how were the vendors sanctified, and who were them who approved these kind of vendors. So with the special investigation team that the Andhra Pradesh government has now formed, it will not only investigate into what will be the discrepancies that had fallen through the cracks over the last 5 years under the YSRCP rule, but most importantly, the Andhra Pradesh government and the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam looks to find out that these kind of incidents do not happen again and that the sanctity of the board and sanctity of Tirumala is preserved.
These laddus are big business in Tirupati. Nothing less than the holy grail for devotees visiting the Tirumala temple in Andhra Pradesh. More than 15 crore laddus are prepared in these halls every year. 2 of these laddus are given to each devotee as the prasadam of the Tirumala Venkateshwara temple. However, the taste of these iconic laddus have been soured recently. On 18 September, Andhra Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu shocked his audience in a legislature party meeting of the ruling NDA in Amravati, alleging that animal fat had been used instead of ghee under the previous state government.
దేవుని దగ్గర పెట్టే ప్రసాదం అపవిత్రం చేసే విధంగా ఓసారి బాధేస్తుంది. నాసి రకమైన ఇంగ్రీడియంట్సే కాకుండా ఎనిమల్ ఫ్యాట్ కూడా వాడారని ఏది గీకు బదులు ఈరోజు స్వచ్ఛమైన గీ తెమన్నాం, ప్రక్షాళన చేయమన్నాం. నాణ్యత పెరిగింది, ఇంకా కూడా నాణ్యత పెంచుతాం.
The charges were backed by a former Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam's board member.
ఆ సంస్థను పక్కకు నెట్టేసి ఆల్ఫాని ఇంకొకటిని కొన్ని ట్రేడర్స్ తీసుకొచ్చారు. సరే, మీరు చెప్పిన కండిషన్స్ ప్రకారం ఇన్ని లక్షల ఆవు పాలు ఉత్పత్తి చేయగలిగే సామర్థ్యం కావాలి, ఆవు పాలు ఉత్పత్తి చేయగలిగి మనం వెన్నకు కన్వర్ట్ చేసే సామర్థ్యం ఉండాలి, దాన్ని మనం నెయ్యిగా ఇన్ని డిగ్రీస్ టెంపరేచర్ చేయగలిగే సామర్థ్యం ఉండాలని చెప్పి మీరు కండిషన్ పెట్టినా అవన్నీ పక్కన పెట్టేసి ట్రేడర్స్ దగ్గర తక్కువ రేటుకి వచ్చాడు. సరే, ఆ ట్రేడర్కి ఎట్లా వచ్చింది నెయ్యి? ఇప్పుడు ఆల్ఫా అనే ఒక సంస్థ ఢిల్లీలో ఉంది. విదేశాల నుంచి బటర్ ఆయిల్ ఇంపోర్ట్ చేసుకునేవాళ్ళు. బటర్ ఆయిల్ అంటే నెయ్యి కంటే ముందు తయారు చేసే ముందు మనం ఇంతకుముందు మీకు చెప్పినట్లు వెన్న. ఆ వెన్న రెండు రకాలుగా వెన్న, గేదె నెయ్యి ఉంటుంది, ఆవు నెయ్యి ఉంటుంది, జంతువుల నెయ్యి ఉంటుంది, రకరకాల నూనెలన్నీ ఉంటాయి. ఈ బటర్ ఆయిల్ ఒక ఫ్యాట్ కంటెంట్లో తీసుకొచ్చిన బటర్ ఆయిల్ని తీసుకొచ్చి ఆ బటర్ ఆయిల్ని ప్రాసెస్ చేసి కలర్ మిక్స్ చేసి, ఎందుకంటే ఆవు నెయ్యి ఒక్కటే పచ్చగా కనిపిస్తుంది, గేదె నెయ్యి తెల్లగా ఉంటుంది.
In a shocking revelation, a report from the Center of Analysis and Learning in Livestock and Food reveals traces of animal fat, including beef tallow and fish oil in the prasadam, sparking massive outrage.
అత్యంత దారుణమైనటువంటి ఆరోపణ ఆయన చేయటం జరిగింది. దిట్టం రూపంలో స్వామివారి అపరభక్తులైనటువంటి తన రాజకీయ స్వప్రయోజనాల కోసమని జగన్మోహన్ రెడ్డి గారి మీద బురద చల్లాలన్నటువంటి ఉద్దేశంతో చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారు ఈ రకమైనటువంటి ఆరోపణ చేయటం అంటే తన నైతికతను మరింత దిగజార్చుకోవటం తప్ప మరొకటి కాదు.
The Tirumala temple receives the highest donation among all temples in India. Its budget for 2022-23 showed cash offerings of more than 1,000 crore rupees. Its interest revenue from deposits in banks is nearly 670 crore rupees. Prasad sales account for 365 crores, though reports say that Temple Trust incurs a loss of 200 crore every year under this head. Revenue from tickets is around 362 crore rupees. The temple earns around 250 crore through other sources. For all involved, any controversy surrounding the humble laddu could mean a huge monetary setback. A 175-gram laddu is sold for 100 rupees by the temple. With nearly 2.5 crore annual visitors, this translates into big numbers. Even the procurement of 5,000 tons of ghee for these laddus by the trust is a politically sensitive issue. For long, Karnataka Milk Federation has been the primary supplier. But last year, Amul emerged as the lowest bidder for the 250 crore rupee contract, setting off political fireworks in Andhra and across the border in Karnataka. With Apurva Jayachandran in Hyderabad, Bureau Report, India Today.
I'm joined by one of the chief priests who will be telling us the significance of the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanams. What and how did the Tirumala come from, and now is one of the prestigious and most religious places that devotees throng from across the world.
Om Namo Venkatesaya. Venkatadri Samamsthanam Brahmande Nastikinchana. Venkatesa Samudhevo Nabhuto Nabhavishyati. These are the Sanskrit words which states, that means as far as this Kali Yuga is concerned, Lord Venkateswara is the king. There is no equal kingdom to this particular place. So this is one and only ancient Hindu temple in the entire world. Lord Venkateswara is the original form from Mahavishnu. Before starting of Kali Yuga, Lord Mahavishnu want to be on this universe in the form of Archa Rupam, means Saligrama Sila, in the form of statue. Till the end of the Kali Yuga, he want to hear for Loka Kalyanam.
Can you tell us the significance of Srivari Laddu and why of all the prasadam nevedyam that is being offered to the Lord, this is something that the devotees who come here take back home with much reverence and devotion?
Tirumala means Lord Venkateswara. The next place goes to Swami Prasadam Laddu only. One of the oldest ancient prasadam of Lord Venkateswara is Laddu, no doubt about that. Laddu started to take a huge role in Srivari Darshanam. So TTD decided to enhance the raw material, and they want to make and they want to satisfy as much as possible devotees. Earlier, one laddu for one devotee. Later on, they decided at least we can try to provide at least 4 laddus a devotee. So now TTD is able to give at least 4 laddus to every devotee. That means nearly 1 to 2 lakhs in between they are able to make laddus per day.
Getting a darshan at Tirumala is not an easy task. While there is an online portal through which devotees can access to get darshan, book tickets, be it for the special entry darshan or Srivari darshan, and variety of darshans that they can take. The dates on which they have to book their darshan, that they will have to access only through the portal. This is the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam's online portal through which devotees who wish to go ahead and book their darshans can choose which day and what kind of darshan they want. This entire Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam's page has been completely customized and user-friendly for all devotees who wish to come and seek the Lord's grace at Tirumala.
That they want to have at Tirumala, after getting their tickets booked, have to come here at this very point where I am at, which is the Alipuri, where from here it's the gateway to the Ghat roads to Tirumala. From here they can either choose to go and walk by the steps all the way until Tirumala, or they can choose to take their own vehicles and go via the Ghat roads.
Every devotee that arrives here in Tirumala has to book their tickets through the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam's online portal, be it the free darshan, the rupees 300 darshan, or the VIP break darshan that takes place early in the morning. All devotees have to book their tickets through the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam's online portal, following which, they will have to go through an authentication process, be it with their documents such as Aadhaar card, through which they can book these tickets a day earlier, and once the tickets are booked, they will be allowed to go through in these very similar lines where they will go ahead for the Lord's darshan the next day, and post darshan they can go ahead and collect their prasadam, that is the Srivari Laddu. For every person it is about 2 to 3 laddus that will be given to them as prasada after they have had a darshan of Lord Venkateshwara here at Tirumala. The Tirumala Laddu, the Srivari Laddu that it is called, each of these laddus there, every person takes forth 4 of these laddus back home as prasadam that they will get. Each of the devotees who come here will not go empty-handed.
While several devotees opt to go in their vehicles to Tirumala via the Ghat roads, there are several others who have a mannat that go ahead and take these stairs to Tirumala. These are roughly around 3,550 steps going all the way up to Tirumala, where they will, after starting just from these steps, they will go ahead and reach Tirumala, where they will have the darshan of Lord Venkateshwara. These steps, though tedious in nature, several devotees believe it gives them the kind of strength and penance that one needs to take to ensure that they go ahead and the belief and the penance and the mannat they have is fulfilled after they go ahead and take the staircase directly to Tirumala.
Chandrababu Naidu government got into damage control and damage causing mode. While he sought a detailed report from the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanams or TTD on the ghee controversy, his Deputy CM Pawan Kalyan raised the issue to the national platform, calling for creation of a national level body to look into issues about temples. But the main target was the former Chief Minister Jagan Reddy of YSRCP.
It is what it is. Fact is in front of the people. The reports have clearly stated. Is that diversion politics? So should we not put a report in front of people? Shouldn't we put facts in front of people? So it's our responsibility as a government. Like him, we will not do secret geos. Like him, we will not hide things. We will put facts in front of public and we will let public choose.
The controversy reached the temple town of Ayodhya in Uttar Pradesh. 1 lakh laddus in 350 boxes and 2,000 kgs of ghee was sent to Ayodhya in January for the consecration ceremony. The chief priest of Ram Mandir demanded a probe into the laddus supplied to the Ram Mandir during the Pran Pratishtha.
कितने लड्डू आए थे तो हमको नहीं तो टेस्ट बताएगा कितने लड्डू आए हैं कितने रहे हैं किस प्रकार से हुआ लेकिन जो भी आया वो भी प्रसाद बटा वह बहुत ही जो अब पता चल रहा है वह बहुत ही दूषित रहा और ये खतरनाक षड्यंत्र.
Congress too raised concerns over possible defilement of Tirupati Prasad, demanding a thorough probe, while Chandrababu's ally BJP demanded a CBI investigation. Andhra Deputy CM Pawan Kalyan began his 11-day-long prayashchit or penance to wash away the sins committed by the previous Jagan government against the revered God.
అలాంటి విశ్వాసాలకి దగ్గర తీసుకున్న ఈ నేల మీద ఇలాంటి అపవిత్రం జరిగితే రిపీటెడ్ గా జరిగితే ఒకసారి కాదు రెండు సార్లు కాదు రిపీటెడ్ గా జరిగితే ఇప్పుడు కూడా మాట్లాడకూడదంటే అది తప్పు చేసిన వాళ్ళం అవుతాం మేము. దోషులకు శిక్ష పడాలి.
Former Chief Minister Jagan Reddy wrote to Prime Minister Narendra Modi an alleged malicious propaganda by Chandrababu Naidu, accusing him of making reckless statements to hurt sentiments of devotees and violating sanctity of the temple. He also moved to High Court. In response, the current Andhra Chief Minister blamed him for the contamination of Tirupati Prasadam and vowed to launch a cleansing operation across all temples in Andhra Pradesh. Jagan Reddy's sister YSR too took a dig at him, seeking a CBI probe. The Tirupati Temple Board invited Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu for the Grand Brahmotsavam to purify the temple after the alleged use of beef and pork fat in prasadam. Shanti Homam was performed along the Mahashanti Yagam in strict accordance with scriptures. 8 temple priests, guided by 3 spiritual leaders, led the cleansing ritual.
Evidentially, they are showing that it has finally evidentially proved. So after considering so many things, we have decided to come to a conclusion that after performing Shanti Homam to Lord Venkateswara, hopefully things will become normal.
The Tirumala temple body established a sensory panel to keep a check on ghee and food quality based on several parameters. Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu announced the formation of an SIT to probe the adulteration allegations. As the controversy refused to die down, YSRCP Chief Jagan Reddy announced a visit to the Tirupati temple and called for a statewide temple ritual to atone for Chief Minister Naidu's allegation of adulteration in Tirupati laddus. The decision by Jagan came days after Naidu questioned why the former CM never visited the Tirupati temple, even though his father YSR Reddy offered prayers there. The BJP demanded that Jagan Reddy, a practicing Christian, should declare his faith before entering the shrine, a protocol for all non-Hindu visitors.
Jagan wants to come to Tirupati. How can he be allowed? Unless until he wouldn't not write it and give it to us, that he accepts the Hindu Dharma, undertaking, he should not be allowed to even come to Tirupati. Because he has never outspoken on this.
After Pawan Kalyan's 11 temple penance, BJP leader Madhavi Lata visited Tirupati with a group of seers seeking to restore the temple's sanctity in the eyes of the devotees. Finally, Jagan Mohan Reddy, while cancelling his trip to Tirupati, came out in open with a rebuttal for each allegation levelled against him in the fortnight.
Tirupati laddu la vishayamlo తాను చెప్పినవన్నీ చంద్రబాబు చెప్పినవన్నీ అబద్ధాలు అని ఒక్కొక్కటిగా రుజువవుతూ కనిపిస్తా ఉన్నాయి. మళ్ళీ ఈ టాపిక్ను డైవర్ట్ చేసేందుకు, లడ్డూల టాపిక్ను డైవర్ట్ చేసేందుకు కొత్తగా ఇప్పుడు డిక్లరేషన్ టాపిక్ తీసుకొచ్చి మళ్ళీ అది ఇంకొక రాజకీయం చేస్తూ ఉన్నారు. దేవుడి దగ్గరికి దర్శనం చేసుకునేదానికి వెళ్తాము అని అంటే కూడా అడ్డుకునేందుకు ప్రయత్నం చేస్తూ అడుగులు వేస్తూ ఉన్న పరిస్థితులు బహుశా ఎప్పుడూ కూడా జరిగి ఉండదు. దేశంలో కూడా ఎప్పుడు బహుశా జరిగి ఉండదు. రాక్షస రాజ్యం అనేది ఇదే.
It's now a full-blown war between the two, Jagan Mohan Reddy and Chandrababu Naidu.
Over the days, we have seen that this has become an outright political issue, with the ruling Telugu Desam trying to paint the YSRCP in anti-Hindu colors, pointing out the Christian credentials of Jagan Mohan Reddy, the former chief minister, pointing out that the former chief minister also has to sign affirming his faith in Lord Venkateswara before he can be allowed to enter the Tirumala temple. So, on the other hand, you also have the YSRCP writing letters to the Prime Minister, asking its cadre to perform pujas in all the temples across the state, asking for forgiveness for what they say was Chandrababu Naidu's sin of bringing a bad name to the Tirumala temple. So this has become extremely political, and that's how this entire issue is being played out in Andhra Pradesh right now.
In this war of words and allegations, there's another twist in the saffron color, which tries to spread its footprints while poaching YSRCP's Hindu vote. Tirupati at Tirumala continues to remain in the center of politics, much like the way it has been even in the time of the Chola dynasty or the Vijayanagara Empire.